it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So I have here a bunch of craft cards of various sizes, as well as some file folder that I, cut in half. This was just, the bottom piece of a file folder, as well as some other cardstock. So these are all just different size papers that I want to do something with. I also went and pulled out some of my stamps that I haven't used in a while, so I think I'm going to use some of that. But what I really want to do is make some more of these. So this is just a collaged sheet, and as you can see, like, the ink is still not dry. I stamped this probably 2 days ago and it's still not dry, so I really don't know if I'm going to use that stamp again. It probably takes, like, I don't know, a week to dry, if it ever does, on this particular page or type of paper. But I do like these little tickets right here, and I stamped something, a little note, whatever. But what I want to do is, like, collage some more of this tissue paper onto a neutral surface, and then just stamp some more of my my stamps here. I haven't used any, well, I've used a couple of them, but yeah. So I want to stamp some of these onto some cards and make some tickets. And yeah, I really wasn't going to do a video today. I usually do my videos a day in advance, but I had an issue with my camera, and I've been working on this whole shaky camera situation where my camera is mounted to my desk. So it was a little discouraging. I tried to remedy that issue by, getting a new jig and all this other stuff, but it did not work out tonight. So yeah, I wasn't going to do a video tonight, but I decided to do one anyway. So I'm really glad that you're here with me today, and we're just going to play with some paper and get out of this funky mood that I'm in. I also have this mulberry paper. It's like handmade paper made from, it has like leaf inlays and floral pieces inlaid into the paper itself. I got this in a paper pack. Well, no, not a paper pack. I got this in a package from Your Creative Studios. So Your Creative Studios sent me a February box, and in that box was a butterfly theme and also this paper. So I'm going to try to use some of this rice paper, tissue paper, mulberry paper, whatever it's called, on these cards to make some tickets or tags or journaling cards. Alright, so let me go grab my collaging glue. I could use my Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium on this project, but I also want to possibly glue down the paper first, because I'm just not sure how this paper reacts to this yet, but I know I can glue it down with a glue stick. So I'm going to go grab a fresh glue stick and we'll get started. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and glued all of my tissue paper. Yeah, I used this little tissue, the napkin or whatever, and I tore away the second layer, tossed that away, and I just stuck down this tissue paper onto some of the cards that I made with just my Scotch Create glue stick. And I also stuck down the mulberry paper. So I used various backgrounds. So this is mulberry paper on craft card. This is mulberry paper on file folder, and this is the tissue paper on file folder, as well as that other napkin on file folder. So I have a couple others. They're drying right now. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium to put a coat on here to seal the tissue paper to its background, or to the surface paper. And I'm going to make either some journaling cards or tags or tickets out of them. So I'm just going to apply a very thin coat of the Distress Medium on here. And the reason why I've been gluing my items off camera, or going back and forth, is because my camera shakes so badly on my desk. It may not bother you as much because I do tend to stabilize the video before uploading it, but it does bug me some when I'm actually shooting the video and the camera is shaking, and it's only shaking because it's attached to my desk. So I know, first world problems, right? But it does irritate me just a little bit. So I'm working on fixing that problem, and again, that's the whole reason why I contemplated not doing a video tonight. But hopefully tomorrow my new camera jig will arrive and I can set it up and it not be a problem any longer. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And if the shaking of the camera bothers you too, I'm hoping that you look forward to it also. So yeah, I'm just applying a very, very thin coat of the Distress Medium on all of these cards before stamping them, and when they're dry, they take the ink so much better. So yep, I'm just doing that, and then once I'm done, I will stamp them, and then I may cut them out into various shapes. Maybe a tag, maybe a ticket, who knows. But yeah, so this is just a What's Up Wednesday. That's what's going on with me and my camera situation right now. So yeah, I just like to keep you guys in the loop, let you know what's going on, and if things change on this channel, I will definitely let you all know. So I'm going to go ahead and set all of these aside. I'm not going to use my heat tool because it is very late at night and my girls are asleep. So I'm just going to let these dry on their own, and I'll be right back. So I have this really nice large background stamp. It looks like this right here. It really does not make much sense other than the fact that there's a huge flower here in the middle that I want to capture. So I am going to use my stamping pad and stamp this on this large mulberry paper card that I just decoupaged. So I'm just looking to get as much of it on here as possible. It does not have to be perfect. I'm going to be using two different types of inks. I'm using my Stays On ink in Jet Black and my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in Black Soot. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the Stays On. I think for this much larger surface, it'll probably be better for me to use something that's like really saturated. So I'm just gonna do that, get this really good covered, and stamp it on down. So let's see what we end up with. You can see some areas here that I missed in the middle, and that's the section that I really want to get. So okay, I'm gonna stamp this down. Let's see how much of it we get on this page. And I'm just gonna hold this here for a moment, let the ink transfer. And then we will do these stamping blocks that I have as well. So I'm trying my best not to shake the table or the camera. It's almost comical now. I mean, it can be such a pain in the neck. Alright, not too bad. So that came out like this. Alright. I like it. It's not terrible. Yeah. So let me just clean off this ink pad. And with stamps that I like a lot, I tend to clean them off right away. So I just use a little bit of alcohol and a dry wipes. Okay. I also have these. So I used these the other day in my M Scrapbusters challenge. And they came out really nice. So I think I'm going to use these again. And this really big one was the one that I didn't get a chance to stamp that well. And for this one, I think I'm going to use my black soot, Distress Oxide, and hopefully I'm getting coverage. I don't see any of it on here at all. Like, it's all questionable. I'm going to run this on a test sheet and see what I get, because I'm not getting really good vibes from my black soot. Let's just see what happens. I see something coming through. I just don't know how good of coverage I'm getting with this. Not bad. It could be better. I think I'm just going to use my StazOn because I know it works. So much for black soot. I'll try you on something else. So let me just move this out of the way. So it came out like this. It's not too bad, but not the best. So I'm just going to use my black soot, my StazOn ink in jet black, and get a lot of coverage on here. And I'm going to stamp that on one of these other cards here. Yep, I can tell this is going to be great already. Like, I can see all of the ink through the stamp itself, and I'm just going to give that a good minute or so to transfer. Alright, maybe not a minute. We don't have a minute, so let's just go ahead and see what this looks like. I'm so impatient. Not bad. So the mulberry paper took the ink really well and came out pretty good. So I'm not going to waste any of this section. I have plenty of room to still stamp these through here. And yeah, so I will do that as well. Just clean off my stamp. And I will use my StazOn again and just stamp these areas right through here. that's cool. Okay. This is a different stamp. Not bad. Here's another one. These are all just foliage stamps that have like a postage symbol on it or similar to postage stamps. So yeah, it's nothing fancy or really that great, but the images are coming out fairly decent. I'm okay with the images as they print off, so not complaining one bit. They look pretty good. Ah, ooh, that was a close call. And I will clean those off when I'm done with all of them. I'll just put one more here at the top. I really can't tell if this one's taking the ink that well. So let's just see what we get. That came out pretty good. It's a little close to the previous, so I'm going to have to use my Tim Holtz snips to get in between there. So let me see if I can. Really close to the last stamp. They're actually touching. So I will just do that. And it looks like some of my mulberry paper is separating from the underlayment that it's in, so that's going to be interesting to see how well that paper holds up. Okay, so now we have this little guy right here. Alright, so that came out nice. I like that a lot. And I'll just cut out this larger one, just on the line itself. Okay, so we have that, and I will clean that edge up a little. Oh, my scissors stuck to my magnet. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty decent. And I will cut these up. These are just standard stamps. Just gonna cut these away. So now I have all of these to play with. Where'd it go? Not that. I have these. I've got these to play with in my collection. I will ink around these and also cut them down so that they're all the same size. So yeah, these are just cool little things that you can use in a collage or just stamped or stuck to a journal. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna set these aside for now, and this one as well. And now I'm going to use my my favorite stamp. Right now it's one of my favorites, my 35-cent admission. I think it's so cool. Like, where can you get in anything for 35 cents? Like, that's just so ambitious of them to even think that 35 cents, that's crazy. Why not 25 cents? You know what I mean? Like, I love the sound of that. Like when you peel the stamp away from a decoupage page, it just sounds so nice. It feels like it's going to tear, but it's not, and it just sounds really good. It sounds like dry ink peeling away from the page, and I love it. So hopefully I didn't shift this one too much when I lifted it. So let's see what we get. It may be a blur. Do you hear that? Like, that just sounds so nice. As my daughter says, my daughter, when she pops up, you know, those little the little packets of popping stuff in a box or whatever, she's always like, it sounds so satisfying. That's so satisfying. She cracks me up. But yeah, it really does. Like, this is it feels nice to play with paper in your hands, and this sound right here is one of those satisfying sounds that you get. So I don't know if that's ASMR or what, but yeah, this feels great. It sounds good also. So I'm just going to make a bunch of these little tickets and keep those handy. I used some in my previous video, and yeah, I did a little bit of a collage earlier. I don't know if that was today or tomorrow. You may see that in tomorrow's video for Try It Thursday. But yeah, I made a really cool collage. So alright, I think that's all I can get in a row here. I will do something either similar or different on this side here, but I just want to show you what those look like. Isn't that cool? Anyway, this one right here, I am going to leave as is and just turn this into a journaling card with a little tab at the top. So I have my box of pre-cut tabs. There's also lots of other stuff in here, but these are just my pre-cut, you know, Sizzix die cut machine tabs. So I just thought that would look really good with just a tab either on the side or on this side. Actually, if I'm gonna put it on the side, I'd rather use this larger one. Oh yeah, that looks way better. So yeah, I'll just put a little tag right there. I'm just gonna use some PVA glue because it's on hand. And it never fails me. Anytime I pick up my PVA glue, it always works. So I know one day I say that now, but I'm going to pick it up and it won't do a thing. And it'll just be, you know, my words coming back to bite me. So just going to lay this on here as straight as possible. And it's already been, it's pre-inked. I may add some more ink to it. And then I will round the corners down here. Sometimes my corners don't like to be rounded when it's covered in distress medium with this corner rounder, but this one works fine. I think I'll leave the top square. Maybe I'll round it. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's much better. I like that. And with that, I'm going to pop a little eyelet in there. Here's my standard We Are Memory Keepers eyelet chomper, and I'm going to use the tiny eyelet, but I can see that it has something in it. Yeah, so I'm just going to use the, what is that, the 1/8. I know I've seen it on here before. I just never, oh, here it is, the 1/8, yeah, 1/8 hole. Just going to do that. Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't really want to take to this craft paper. It's just standard craft paper. But I will go ahead and pop a little black eyelet in here if it'll let me. Hang on just 1 second. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to pop a little black eyelet into the tag at the top, or the tab at the top, and squash it down. And lately I've been really into these little chain and hooks. I think I got this on AliExpress. So they look like this. Basically it's just an eye ring, or not an eye ring, a jump ring with a little D-ring clamp on the other side. So it looks like that, and it opens up by pulling it, I believe. I'm not really sure how it opens. I never tried. But anyway, it's one of these little chain thingies. So I'll grab my jewelry tool. Open up the eyelet and pop that in. Right in there. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, now we have this cute little card right here. Alright. So let's see what else I can stamp. So I have more of these little silicone stamps. I'm just going to place them onto a stamping block and get this huge thing out of the way. So here's my little 35-cent stamp. My little ticket. It also says admit one. And it's 15 cents this time. I'm going to put that on here. I'm just giving that a second to transfer. And in the meantime, let me pull another cool stamp. This one has a lot of writing on it, and I think some of it is illegible. I know it says transportation, but some of the other writing is not that clear. But it will be once I stamp it, so let's see what we get. Oh, okay, not bad. It says in, out, and then the days of the week in the middle, and then a number 1. So it's transportation in and out, and has a number at the top. So that came out nice. Let me try this one right above it. This is such a low stress project. I think you guys can easily see why I play with paper all day. It's like low stress, and you know, it's fun to do. So this looks like a sideways ticket. It has the ticket punches on the side. So let's see what this one says. Short time, short films. Okay. I think this one also says in and out. Oh, okay, it says cinema in the middle. So this one looks like that. I think that's cool. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you here. I think you get the idea. I will then cut out all of these. This will make a great little background journaling card. We also made this little tag with the tab at the top, and I will find something to do with this as well as this, but it's already been decoupaged and it's ready to go with whatever project that I come up with. And then we have this really long ticket, okay, and of course all my little stamps that I made. These are just little postage stamps. Alright, so there's that. Alright, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Tomorrow's video will be much better. Sorry, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's video will be much better. I did a lot more collaging and, you know, a lot more fun stuff. But hopefully you guys see some value in my videos, and you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor, guys. Stay naturally curious and have a crafty day. Alright.